I'm going to show you how to activate titles, create collections, populate collections, and some troubleshooting. Logging into WorldShare, we will go over to the left side here to Collection Manager and search for, say, free to read. And then we'll click on Enter Archive Free to Read. Now this may seem daunting given this number, but if we enter a term of our choice and then take off the check mark here for my selected collections, we can go ahead and enter, and that will reduce the number here by quite a significant margin. Now to activate titles, let's say this title, which it's already been checked off, but let's say if it wasn't red here, if it wasn't checked off, if we wanted to check the record and the document, we go ahead and say OCLC number, click on it here. And that will take us to the record information listed on the page here that's about to come up. And then soon, then we got the title here, we got the author, we got the publisher, and we got the date. Now back to WorldShare, we go to now the website with the actual document. Now zooming in here, we got the title, we got the author, and we got the publisher and the date, which is 1902. If you can't read Roman numerals, you just go ahead and Google this, and it'll tell you what the translation is, what that means. So back to WorldShare, since the record and since the document and the record show up, you'd go ahead and click the tab here and activate it, and that's how you activate titles in collections that haven't been activated yet. So, again, those things have to match up for both in order to do that. Okay. Now, to create a collection, we go ahead and get rid of all this. Go ahead and go here, click on Create a Collection. Now, knowledge base, with these things, click Create. Now, let's say we wanted to do for Michigan University, so we go ahead and here and Michigan State University Open Access Psychology Dissertations. Okay, and provider Michigan State University. Okay, now for the description, this collection contains contains doctoral dissertations completed at Michigan State University and curated by the Digital Theological Library. Okay, and we check this off for open access because that's what we want. Now, holdings and mark records, go ahead and ILL, yes. For these settings, go ahead and click Use Institution Setting for both. And the same for down here under the more customization. And go ahead and click Create. Okay, now the collection has been created, but we don't have any titles yet. To actually begin the add titles to the collection, let's go to look for open access material. For example, we can go to a website like, say, the oatd.org website, open access. We're looking for open access theses and dissertations, usually from institutional repositories. So in psychology, for example, we go ahead and click search here. Now, to narrow this down, that's quite a bit. So let's go ahead and start to apply limiters over on the left side here. And then English for language. Let's do Michigan State University. We just created that collection. And then the dates, we want something more recent. So let's go ahead and click this date range. Okay. Now going through these records, you're looking for subject keywords or in the abstract to kind of look for see how closely associated the record is with the topic of psychology. And if you think it's worth adding to the collection, let's say this record, for example, go ahead and click on it, and we copy, paste the title, and go over here to the Open Access Digital Theological Library, and we go ahead and click Enter TI for title. We paste, okay, and we search for it. And then click on Libraries Worldwide. And then there it is, and click on it, and if it matches up with the title, author, date, and publication, which it looks like it does, you can go ahead and scroll down and highlight and copy and paste the OCLC number here. Oops. Like that. Copy and paste. Yeah, copy. Okay. And then go ahead and go here back to World Share, and then click on Add a Local Title. Create using OCLC number prefill. Paste. And then click Continue. And then for coverage depth, we want the ebook. Okay. Now for the title URL, we want to go back to here and copy this, and then go here and then paste. And then we can go ahead and add. Now going back to your search history here, to see it in the collection, we now have the record into the collection. So that's how you begin populating collections. Now, if we wanted to create a new record, again, create another collection, we can go ahead and do that here. And then let's just say call it X, and then X. And for example, this is just to make a point. And then ILL, of course, then these settings again. Then we click Create. And then now there's another way to, instead of doing one title at a time, as I just showed you, there's another way to, which is to go ahead and, let's say you go to another collection, like say Pepperdine. Okay, and you can go ahead and say you could download the entire record of their collection from going to Collection Actions and click Download Titles and Collection. And what that will do is that will give you a full listing of, and this is by what are called KBART sheets. So you can go. So this is the entire collection as a KBART sheet, and then you can go ahead and copy and paste it, and then what you do, and then that does what you open that and you paste in a new Excel sheet file. And then if you want to create a new collection from this collection, you go ahead and copy and paste the number of records that you want, and then you paste it into a new Excel document that you open. But then to set this one apart, you gotta go over to the right side here in the Z column under Action, go ahead and change from raw to autofill, and then you save that document, and you also save it as a new KBART sheet in the text format, so like this. And then what you do with this is you go ahead with this KBART sheet is you go ahead and you can upload it into that new collection we created. Go ahead and X. Okay. And we click on that collection, and then we click on Collection Actions, and we click Upload to this collection, and we check all that to make sure the settings are good, and we choose the file, and we choose the KBART sheet as we see in our desktop here, here, and that we just created. And you upload that, and go ahead and upload. Now it says it's being processed, and eventually it'll change green, and before it's officially uploaded, it'll ask for you have to review it and approve of it. So that's part of that's another way to create the collections. Now to troubleshoot, we can go ahead and go to, say, Pepperdine. And then, okay, and then to one of the ways we can troubleshoot a record is to say, go to the OCLC number to make sure that the record is uploads correctly. Okay, title, publisher, date, all that, but then go back to WorldShare and we can go to the website. Now, again, we upload the record this way, but there's another way to do that too. So go back here and we can copy and paste the OCLC number here. And then copy, and then we can go to this website here, the DTL website at worldcat.org, and go to the advanced search page and then paste the OCLC number here and search. Okay, we found it. Now we can click on it, and then we can check to make sure that the link works that way too. So just open there. So that works too. So that's one way of troubleshooting to make sure that both links work. So that's these are, so again, we activated titles, created collections, populated collections, and did some troubleshooting. Thank you. This is status report 2.